It's your boy Davidoff, rise and shine. Good morning. I've not had enough sleep last night, but that was my own fault. I got distracted. I have seen 14 of the 18 AFL teams. Actually, I've seen 15 of the 18 AFL teams. The 3 that are remaining, 2 of them are playing today, Adelaide and Geelong. How convenient. I got a ticket. This was the hardest game for me to get a ticket for in terms of the 5 Adelaide Oval games that came around. But thankfully, I got one in the Pepsi Collective. Pepsi Collective is like a premium, non-reserved seating area with bars, and it's like a premium area on level 3 riverbank stand. And yeah, that's where I'll be. That's where I'll be tonight for the game. I'm looking forward to it, and I got a few more tickets in that area. I've only got regular stand tickets for Carlton West Coast and Melbourne Essendon. Yeah. So the other games, I got all 5 Adelaide Oval games, and apart from those 2, the rest of them in the premium area. In 2022, I came for the first time to Australia, and I watched 8 games within 2 rounds in Melbourne. I watched 14 teams at that point already. I came back for 2023 finals week 1. I watched Collingwood, Melbourne, Carlton, Sydney, and Brisbane, Port Adelaide. It was still only 14 teams. I've seen all 6 of those teams already. I came back last year, 2024, for opening round. I saw Giants, Collingwood. Then I saw a few games of Melbourne for rounds 1 and 2. Still only 14 teams. I didn't tick off any of the other 4 teams. It just wasn't convenient. It wasn't the right time. But last week I ticked off Fremantle. I went to Optus for the first time, so I ticked off 2 things there. First game at Optus, and first time watching Fremantle in person, and they actually won the game, which is pretty good against a very good dog side. Even though they got injuries, they're actually playing pretty well. So that was a big win for Freo. So it was good to be there for a home win there. Today we're ticking off team number 16 and 17. Who's left? The West Coast Eagles. They're playing Carlton in perhaps the easiest game to get a ticket for this round. So yeah, there you go. Anyway, before we do that, I am going to add other things into my vlog. I was going to do 2 vlogs, but I thought I'd just combine it and do like a 1-day vlog. This morning, I'm going to Adelaide Zoo. It opens in about 20 minutes. It's like a half an hour walk from here. So I'll just head down to Adelaide Zoo. I actually booked a ticket online. I don't even need to, but I booked one on Get Your Guide. I'm sure you can just walk in and buy a ticket, like every zoo really. But I thought I'd just buy one anyway. And then I'm going to hopefully head over to Cleland Wildlife Park. I don't know how it's pronounced, but it's C-L-E-L-A-N-D. So it could be Cleland, could be Cleland. Guess I'll find out when I actually get there. But that's a wildlife park near Mount Lofty Summit. So I want to go there and see some wildlife over there. It is pretty good. And that's about it for wildlife. I went to Kangaroo Island a few days ago. I would have loved to have gone to Monarto, but I can't drive. There's no public transport there, so it's not possible. It is what it is. Some things you miss out on. But Adelaide Zoo and Cleland, I think that's a good way to experience wildlife in South Australia. And then Adelaide Geelong. And I'll have time in between, hopefully, to obviously get food, etc. But that won't be as much in the vlog. But yeah, I've been talking there a while. Let's start heading over to Adelaide Zoo. I just noticed I've been doing my intros here quite a lot, and outros. That's heart-shaped. Love is in the air. Well, it's not in the air, it's in the soil. Wish it was in the air for me. When I was younger, I wanted to have kids, but in my 20s. I am now 29, turning 30 in August. And I haven't even found a life partner yet. That's pretty depressing. Why is that in this vlog? I have no idea. Oh, it's the fire brigade. Some fire's gonna happen tonight between the crows and the cats. No, okay, I'm not funny. Yeah, I know. You can stop. You can stop saying I'm not funny. Shut up. Let's go to the zoo. I have never seen Freddos this cheap in my life. Nor have I seen them outside of single packs. Chicken, schnitzel, and mayo. I've never seen that in a sandwich. I'll take the boring Cesar. Enough English water. What's OTR? Do you know what that is, right? They are South Australia 7-Eleven apparently. That's what my tour guide said yesterday. Apparently, like, they have 7-Eleven everywhere in the world and in Australia except South Australia. South Australia has this, OTR. They have OTR. It means on the run. So I thought I'd try South Australia 7-Eleven. And yeah, it's pretty similar. They got their savoury food. They got their sausage rolls and pies and whatever, and all your sandwiches. And it's literally just 7-Eleven, just in South Australia, but it's not 7-Eleven. Yeah. Fun fact for you, just in case you didn't know. Probably the nicest looking hospital I've seen in my life. It looks like a 5-star hotel, but it's a hospital. On my flying to Adelaide vlog, some of you may remember that I was recommended to go to the Port Adelaide Train Museum, and also the Natural Museum here in South Australia, and also go to Rundle Mall to see the pig statues. Thank you for recommendations, guys, and because of your recommendations, I basically found out where Adelaide Zoo was because of this sign right here that says Adelaide Zoo. How convenient. I just walked down this road now. What is that work of art? She walked in a straight line from that way about half an hour, and now turn in here and the zoo should be in that direction. 44. Good timing, good timing. I heard there's some famous pandas in here. Hopefully they're as cool as I expect them to be. Bit of a shallow river. I like how it's just outside, just inside the Botanic Gardens. You know, it's a nice place to just walk through and breathe. It's a nice vibe before you actually walk into the zoo. Well, here we are. That's the entrance, I'm assuming. That's a finger or an elephant trunk. No, that's the claw of something. This guy's a follower of Godzilla. Oh my days, there's a family right here waiting for it to move, and it didn't move. And Mum was like, we gotta go, we haven't got enough time, we gotta see everything. It starts moving as soon as they left. I feel bad. Oh yeah, I have 15 times zoom now, don't I? Wow. You alright, mate? How you doing? Good? He does want to talk. They give you a map, and they do give you a map. It's just that you've got a kind of QR code. And I'm like, fair enough, but I scanned it, it didn't work. It took me a few attempts, but I got it. And then I couldn't fully save it for some reason. It's just like, how do I save photo? I know it's a PDF, but it's actually a photo as well. Let me press the save button. Then I just screenshotted it, and it's a bit blurry, but I've got the all-round map. Next round is penguins. Rest in peace. We've got an American alligator right here. Is he awake? You can never tell with these things, they can stay completely still for a long time. Oh my day, I didn't even see that one. I did not even see that one. I remember the saying, I know it's an alligator, but I remember the saying, like, don't be afraid of the crocodile you can see, be afraid of the ones you can't. And that's good advice, even though you can actually see the head of that one. In a river, you wouldn't see it, that's the thing. There should be an Asian clawed otter here, but can't see him, he's probably asleep. It is a him, right? For mainland Tamar wallaby, yellow-footed rock wallaby, and just a kangaroo. There's a mix of them in this. That's got to be the kangaroo. I hate when I film next to a fence because it doesn't focus well enough unless you put it near the fence. It's like on GTA when you go through one of those like colourful tunnels and you can't see the picture clearly. There's one hiding under there. So look, if the fence wasn't there, that'd be so clear. Obviously the fence has to be there, I get it, but come on now. It's one bouncing. One of my favourite things about watching kangaroos is them doing that for some reason. Hello, mate. I've plenty of kangaroos now in my 4 visits to Australia, all over Australia. The most impressive one is still the white one I saw. I didn't know albino kangaroos were a thing, but the fact that I saw 2 a couple of days ago is just like, it's still blowing my mind. It's still sinking in. Oh, who's this? This wasn't on the map. It's not a quokka, is it? I've seen a quokka. It might be a quokka, but I don't really know. Oh, it says rabbits. That's not a rabbit. Yeah, it could be. There's a different species. Maybe his name is Rabbit. Resilient appear. You right, mate?
Oh yeah.
What's that for? Got betters in Cleland.
It's easy to realize the size difference from a distance. It didn't look that much smaller when I was next to them. Somewhere here there's a southern hairy-nosed wombat. Arguably the easiest animal to look for in a zoo, if it has one. They're always up in the trees and not doing much. This one thinks he's the main character. That's not your enclosure, mate. Get out of here. I don't think anyone's home either. I'm just thinking, compared to all the koalas I've seen, the ones on Kangaroo Island, if I get giraffing again, the ones in Kangaroo Island were so active. No, well, I say the one, just the one young one. It was just climbing everywhere, just running around. Saw some Carlton fans just now. I'm sure they're here to watch an absolute classic game of the Eagles. Two teams in great form. They're trying to escape. My days I didn't even notice. This is where the giraffes were feeding. St Kilda, GWS. I didn't even realize that. There's apparently a historic elephant house, but there's no elephant or anything. I'm confused. That's pretty cool, that. Got a bit of freedom to run over the things. There's a cotton top tamarin and a golden lion. I think that's the one I saw. And I think they're in here. They're up there. And to be fair, they got a massive play area. Fair play. It's creative, I like that. Holding up the camera like this, right? Holding up the camera like this. I was about to just tell you something like 5 minutes ago, and I was just like, what's that in my nose? That's weird. So I went to get a tissue, and I'm just like, and then at this exact moment, it's not even recording, a zookeeper just walks past this way. At the worst possible moment, I'm just like, why is she walking here now? Oh, there's the other tamarin. Sacred kingfisher. As you can see, my camera work is great. Yeah, you never saw that. I clearly meant to zoom in here. You alright, mate? He did. Oh, I stopped recording at the worst moment. He just groaned and got up. How you doing, mate? You good? I think he wants something from me, but I got nothing to give him. I wouldn't be allowed anyway. See you later, buddy. Nice knowing you. What do you want, mate? Okay. Well, you don't want to see me then. Nobody home. Might be some lemurs here. Yeah, somebody's home. You alright, mate? He doesn't look very happy. Why do you have to start jumping as soon as I film his mate? Playing hide and seek. I can see you, mate. Ah, so this is who's supposed to be here. You right, mate? He's been whistling at me this past few minutes. Nice, stop whistling. Why you gotten shy, mate? Hey! Yeah, you've ruffled my feathers, mate. Why you stop whistling? Oh, he just whistled, there you go. He was doing that for like 5 minutes. I'm just like, who was that? It's been a bird this whole time. What's your mate doing over there, mate? These aren't the ones to copy you, are they? But it copies a whistle. As soon as I stop recording, 2 of them fly off. That would have been cool for the vlog. I'm tired of getting trolled by these parrots, for flip's sake.
Yeah.
Then it can go up the tree.
Yeah. Or is it going to go through the tunnel? There it goes.
That's not part of the zoo, is it? That's just Adelaide. All the deadly creatures and animals you have, I heard, Adelaide's the area for spiders mainly. Not seen any, that's the first one I've seen. And it's like in a zoo. I can't find the quokka here, but I've seen a few on this island last year. They're pretty cool little creatures. There's supposed to be a dingo here, but he's not home. Where are the dingoes? There he is. Sound asleep. We can't even go in there either. It's not public pathway. I assume this is the thing I saw in Kangaroo Island yesterday, or 2 days ago. Can't see it here though. Oh, I can see it, There we go. I'm on the wrong side of the fence. I can hear movement, can't see anyone. Oh, there's a bird. For flip's sake, I thought there's something rustling in there. I wonder what the best time to go to the zoo is. Because a lot of people, especially me, go in the morning. I do that to avoid crowds though, mainly. But then, it feels like half the animals are like asleep at that point. Remember there was a time I went to, I think it was Melbourne Zoo? I went to see a tiger, it was like, just wasn't there. Went around the whole zoo, came back, it was there. It's probably better to go like, midday, for example. I think that's the other dingo. I know dingoes are dogs anyway, but like, I feel like this looks more like a domestic dog than a dingo. Is it just me? Still there, mate. I can tell that hippo stinks. I can smell it from here. Nice tune, mate. Should release an album.
So what's the age of it?
Good boy,
I have some leftover koala gum. Would you guys like some of that today?
It's already.
Look at that sharing. Is it that cheese you reckon?
Where could they possibly be? This damn fence. He could definitely kill me. There's tigers somewhere that way, but I can't find them. But we'll find out where the pandas are right now. Are they meant to be in here? I can't tell. I've seen a red panda before, but I can't see one here. Meet our giant pandas. I am trying to. He's here, or she, whichever one. Well, look, I was coming from that way, right? It looked like there was a giant panda toy here, like a big fluffy panda was just sitting there. It didn't look like a real thing. It was the real thing because it moved. I was just like, oh my days, I should have filmed it. There's the red panda. They got them in these. That's cool. It's very creative from the zoo, you know. I've not seen that before in any zoo I've been to. You get this whole play area. They can even sleep up there if they're comfortable enough. Oh, the pandas are huge. Flipping huge. There is a panda show, but it's a 1:15. I highly doubt I'll still be here by then. This zoo's not big enough to be here that long. I've seen some crows and cats fans. I wonder what they're here for. Just realised the way to the tigers. I'm such an idiot, man. I'm such an idiot. Go in here for the hippos, right? The hippos are right there. I thought it was a dead end. For some reason, I didn't see this whole pathway here. I'm an actual idiot. Somebody, please.
Well, it's supposed to be lunchtime for it soon.
In Sumatra, animals such as the Sumatran tiger and orangutan are significantly affected by habitat loss, poaching, as well as the human-animal conflict and loss of prey. Sumatran tigers are listed as critically endangered with an estimated 300 to 500 individuals left in the wild and are in decline. Habitat loss is a major contributor to the dwindling numbers.
Taking a huge L. So there was a tiger up there sleeping, right? And it's like it's two separate enclosures. There's a tiger up there sleeping. Me and like 10 other people waiting for the tiger show at 11. We were just like, what's going on? It was 10:55, waited till 11:02 or something. We were just like, what's going on? Then a zookeeper came up saying, there's one eating down there. I'm just like, wait, what? Walked down here to this exhibit where there's more people, and there's one eating. And it was looking our direction when I was filming from. It was looking at my direction. I started recording, it looked away, and I couldn't focus because everyone's like packed in to this area here, so I had to like stand over there to look at from a distance. I was just like, I stood in the wrong place, looking at the wrong tiger for 7 minutes. Meanwhile, the actual tiger that was feeding for the tiger show was feeding this whole time, and I caught the last 30 seconds. What's going on with me today? Got a mandrill over here.
Wow. Look at those monkeys.
You see another Carlton fan? More people excited about that amazing game of the round against West Coast. Just hit a Port fan as well. Go Hawks. Go Hawks. Oh, here we go. The elephant house does not have elephants in it. No lions either. They've got two American alligators, but not any crocodiles, which I find interesting. But I've seen basically everything, except for a maned wolf and whatever this is. Immersion. And I've not seen a capybara. Where on earth is that wolf? It should be just that way. Let me see this first, and I'll see the wolf. There is actually a paper map as well, because I saw like 2 people hold one. I'm just like, nah, it makes sense, because I went to the entrance for pre-booked, and I scanned the barcode and went in, and it said scan QR code. I didn't go to the counters where they give out the leaflets.
They only have with a bird.
I've just seen a family of Eagles fans. Oh yes, they're also here for the classic, for the game of the round. In-form Carlton versus in-form West Coast. It's going to be game of the season, not just game of the round. Where are you then? Let's be having you. Or not. I'm just seeing a Collingwood fan walk past me. I'm allergic to them.
Yeah.
Can you see the monkey up here, darling? Can you see the
Well, that's the last animal. The Sumatran orangutan. Except he's facing the wrong way. Got your nice selection of bins here. You know, diverse. There's also the reptile house near the entrance, but I don't think it's open. I'll see it on the way out anyway if it's actually open. And there was one like cage. I think it was butterfly cage. I didn't go in there. What a haircut. Behold, the yellow-tailed black cockatoo. How you doing, mate? He says he's good.
You can find in every state and territory around Australia now. Historically, you could only find them in the deserts because they are sea eating.
The panda shop here. This is from earlier. They're finally here. You see, they're not always saying opening time. They wake up later on. It's past 11:30 now. A nice conversation with the shopkeeper at the panda shop. I went in there for, probably wouldn't buy anything, but then I started seeing they're selling like general, no, not just panda toys, but selling like general zoo souvenirs. I thought to myself, I like this magnet over here. Let me take a look at it. And yeah, bought a couple of little things for myself. And she was just like, where are you from? I said, London. And she's just like, well, busy city, at least your money's good, the exchange rate. Yeah, I know. When I see the Uber prices, and then I see my bank statement and it says like half the price of the Uber, I'm just like, oh, beautiful. The British pound is doing me good. Also, I got paid today. I got paid for 6 days as well because I did it overtime before I came here. So payday as well. We're paid weekly. So yeah, it's a good day. And she said like, what do you like most about Australia? And I said wildlife. Definitely. I've definitely enjoyed that the most in terms of like exploring stuff like that. Mentioned the white kangaroo I saw. I'm still fascinated by that. I just mentioned that to everyone now, but to talk about to Australia too. I saw a white kangaroo. Yeah, nice little conversation. I'll check the zoo shop as well, just in case, maybe some extra bits in there. The reptile house should be around here. Godzilla's gone. Is that it? Yeah, I found the reptile house. I think it was closed earlier because I went past that door earlier and it was closed. Hello, mate. How you doing? Cool little guy. Green anaconda. These are the scariest types of snake. I mean, I don't know if they're the scariest, but they're up there. They're definitely up there. Anything that can wrap around you and restrict you, those are the worst types of snakes. Look at him. So perfectly still. I don't know why this camera's playing up. There's 2 snakes in there together? I see one of them anyway. That's Adelaide Zoo complete, apart from that one cage I didn't go in. That's literally it. But yeah, as I was saying, like, the woman at the panda shop, she was like, thank you for supporting our zoo. Interrupt this message for the dragon's tail. I was saying, like, I've enjoyed visiting Adelaide, not just Adelaide, but like zoos in general in Australia. I've seen so many now, like Adelaide Zoo, Perth Zoo, Melbourne Zoo, what's the other zoo in Melbourne, Werribee, all those safari parks I've visited. Sydney, I think Sydney are the best zoos. There's Sydney Zoo and there's Taronga Zoo. They're both incredible. I think those are the best zoos I've visited, by far. Especially Sydney Zoo had that huge crocodile. Like, it was massive. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw that thing. And also the massive kangaroo as well in Sydney Zoo. And then Taronga Zoo in Sydney as well. The elephants and giraffes over there really made my day over there. So yeah, I think Sydney is the best zoos. I think that's what I rate them. I'd rate them like the highest. This one ranks, I don't know where it ranks, but it's a good zoo. I find it about the same as Perth Zoo. I think both zoos are pretty good. Just not as good as Sydney's. Melbourne's really good as well. Some of you remember, and might be able to tell, my favourite zoo in Australia is Canberra Zoo. I went there on a day trip from Melbourne 3 years ago. I went to see a rare white lion that I read about years before I met the lion, and that was the same lion that I read about. White lions are very rare. There's probably more in zoos than there are in the wild, because they're so rare and they're hunted a lot as well, and they're mutated. So there's only a few lions like that anyway. So seeing one of those, and not only seeing one, feeding him was amazing. And I saw his sister was there as well. So I saw 2 white lions, fed one of them, fed a tiger the same day, and I met a cheetah. The profile picture of the YouTube channel. I went inside cheetah enclosure, obviously completely safe. Gave it a pat on the back, took some photos with it. I saw it growling, like the zookeeper filmed it growling at close up. So yeah, that day was my favourite day at any Australian zoo. But I have a bias obviously because I got to do those things there. So it was an amazing experience that day with the cheetah, the lion and the tiger. And apart from that, like, the whole zoo was incredible. It was a massive zoo. So that's my number 1. Then I'd probably say Taronga and Sydney, like, neck and neck. I'd probably give Sydney Zoo the edge because of that massive crocodile. And then the rest is just like, the rest can just be the same tier, I guess. Like Perth and Adelaide and Melbourne, they can just, and Werribee, they can all be the same tier. And then you get all the sanctuaries as well on the same tier as that. So yeah, it will be Canberra Zoo, the 2 Sydney zoos, then everything else. Literally everything else. Nothing's at the bottom because they're all good. Spent $29.95 on something. Spent $19.90 earlier. Or in my bank statement, you know, obviously it's going to be cheaper. £9.75 and £14.68 or something. Bargain. it just feels like, even though, like, you know, it's fairly pricey, considering when you see what I bought, you'll be like, okay, it was a bit pricey, but it's just that it's just really, it's really fun seeing it on the bank statement. Like, oh, you spent $30 on this, and then it says, no, it's like £14, mate, you're good. It makes everything feel cheaper, even though, like, it's not necessarily that cheap. It's not about it actually being cheap. It's just about it feeling cheap because of the good exchange rate. So for the $38.72 Uber, or shall I say the £18.90 Uber. Actually best with Uber because, like, you get an Uber, it's like $50 and it's like, oh, it's only £25. Okay, cheers, mate. Here now, I'm a little worried about getting back because I got an Uber here, which is fine. I got an Uber from the middle of Adelaide. Obviously going to be Ubers there, but like the road, you go up to Mount Lofty, you go up the hills, uphill, then you make a left turn. Then you make a left turn down this road leading to this wildlife park, but it's a really long road. It goes for like 5 minutes. It goes round and round, and it goes downhill as well. So you go uphill to the mountain, then you turn, you go downhill down this long road. And like, I'm just thinking to myself, like, am I getting an Uber back? Is the Uber gonna come here? Have I stranded myself? I've got all day to figure it out anyway. It's currently 12:30. Okay, got a bit of a map here. It's bigger than I expected, actually. Yeah, I'm here right now, and it also says public transport, last bus 4:30. So there is a bus out of here. That's good. I can get a bus out of here, then find an Uber after. Or I could just get a bus somewhere and get another bus. I don't know where the bus goes for a start. But yeah, I've also got a feed right here to feed some kangaroos again. Not like I've done that enough times already. These cost $4. I thought, yeah, why not? It's $37 entry, including this. So. Okay, so I came through here. Can't go that way anyway. Go through the gates to feed some kangaroos. We got inside here then. Okay, interesting. Yesterday we had fruits and stuff, well, 2 days ago. Food? How'd you get him to come to you? Oh, he's not interested. No one wants any food? I normally have instructions for this. I'm just here solo trying to feed a kangaroo. What have I paid $4 for, me? Not want any food? I guess not. They're eating the same stuff in there, they still want to come here. There's no point in me buying this, bro. Am I doing something wrong? I'm confused. Oh, he got up. He doesn't want the food. I don't mean to startle you guys. I'm just trying to give you food, no? Bro, I don't know what I'm doing. Bro, it's fresh food, bro. There's a kid next to me who just came and poured it out and then left. They didn't even touch it. I give up. This guy was looking at me. I went up to him because he looked hungry. He just ran off. Yep, you know what? I'll just pour it somewhere, shall I? Flip's sake. Where do I even put it? That's even like... I get the animals, but like, I don't want to pour them in the soil. He's looking. It's for you, mate. They're curious, looking at it. Never mind. Oh my days. Really? I've been trying to hand feed it to you. Oh, okay. Well, time to get in a cage. Instructions unclear. Can my hand walk there? A lot of woodland here. A nice place to walk. Kangaroo rest area. One of these would have been hungry. Well, I won't be able to tell now. Right, mate. I just saw something. Don't know if it's a cassowary or an emu. Yeah, it's an emu. I don't think you can put a cassowary next to a kangaroo, can you? boy. The rest area is over there, mates. It's on that side. What are you doing down there? Now that's a unique one. There you go. Not as unique as the white one I saw, but look at that. Beautiful. I believe that's the yellow-footed rock wallaby. That makes sense. So I've gone down this way, all around there. I've not seen these, but like, yeah, I've gone around the grey area. The rocks. Oh shit! I didn't even see these lot. There's a whole family there. Hello mate, how you doing? Hey! How am I seeing the ones further away before this guy right here? How you doing? But that could be a meme, that. Look at him. He's got that sneaky face. Look at the way he's got his hands on there as well. You alright, mate? Are you sus of me? I'm not the imposter, I promise. Why are you all looking at me? You alright, guys? No, I'm good, I'm good. I'm alright. See you later, bro. Aha. So that's the Adelaide lookout. It's not the Mount Lofty lookout, but a lookout nonetheless. And a pretty damn good one. Look at that. A clearer day as well, of course. Can't quite spot where the oval is. No, there, I can there it is. There it is. You alright, mate? Wow, not as diverse as Adelaide Zoo. Bottles and cans only. Rubbish. Bottles and cans only. Where's compost, mate? Looking for a swamp aviary. I couldn't find a forest aviary. Tried to look. Forest aviary kind of sounds like forestieri. Here's hog. Dine. Not everyone remember that and will recognise that commentary, but it's pretty popular in the world of association football. It's a race. Here he comes. He's got some competition. Who's winning? Oh, he stopped, he's given up. And he wins the race. Incredible scenes here. I think he thinks I have food. I had food, mate, but your friends didn't want it. I didn't know you'd be here, sorry. Dinosaurs still exist. They're just a lot smaller, with wings. Look at that red eye. That's pretty cool, that. Where are you hiding? You've got a unique colour. Oh, you're not hiding anymore. Hello. Yeah, I don't think this one talks back. Another one. Hey. Very tropical. Cheers, mate. Appreciate it. You know what I mean? I didn't see any turtles. It says the turtles around there. They're probably in the water. That's probably why I missed them. Don't know where else they could be. Off to the dingo area now, and then we've actually seen most of the park. So there's a bit at the start that we haven't seen, the wombats and the echni, I can't pronounce them, but you know what I'm talking about. And then there's an area where there's a Tasmanian devil and a potteroo, whatever that means, and red kangaroos. Yeah, there's like a mini area near the entrance. So yeah, and there's more koalas down there. Bit itchy, yeah? I feel like I visited more of these wildlife parks than zoos, which makes sense because a lot of the day tours I did, we'd stop at like a wildlife park first. A lot of day tours that I did, so that makes sense. They all have the same vibe, really. You go in, you see Australian wildlife, you see some extra wildlife here and there. You might get to hold some if you're lucky, and then yeah, they're all actually pretty similar, but they're all good in their own way. It feels more personal, you know. Plus, it's less people, so it's easier to look around.
85 times a day.
Your mum singing me here at Poppins last night.
Yeah, well, I'm not surprised because she also.
It's crazy because they look like innocent dogs, but they're just not. In the wild, they wouldn't hesitate to attack you. I just feel like that's pretty like crazy because they don't look terrifying, if you know what I mean. Like, they look more trustworthy than pit bulls at least.
And cheeky one here, 5. 5.
Look at all the koala poo.
There's actually a lot of them. Just all in one big group. No one's using that one. Poor log. Just walked past a couple. There's a little wallaby just hanging around, and they started feeding it. I'm just like, I should have just kept the bag to myself and then fed it later. But I didn't realize there'd be more kangaroos around. I should have looked at the map and realized, oh wait a second, they're all over the flipping park. Oh, that's not a full white kangaroo, but it seems partly white. What's that about? What's going on there? I'm guessing wombats are like wheelie bins. I can't see the wombats though. Yep, nobody home. There's meant to be a monitor lizard here. Again, probably is home, just can't bloody see it. It's a possum.
Oh, no more. Sleeping.
Bloody hell, what's he eating? Is that a rat or what is that? Looks like some sort of meat. Flexing his arm as he sleeps. It's like a greyish kangaroo. Given up on the Tasmanian devil. It should be in this area somewhere. I can't even find a damn enclosure. So I am off to, I think, well, we're almost done. Almost. Ah, there you go then. That's what I was looking for. I bloody came this way. I had to go left. This is when I first came to feed the kangaroos. I didn't realize there was a bit more this way. So that's what I missed. I didn't see the potteroo, but that's fine. It's good, I can Google what that is anyway. Alright, the kangaroos, I went to see those ones over there. I didn't realise there's this whole area here. There's a few down there. Then there's a whole settlement over there. Maybe that would have been a good feeding ground. Davidoff. I have to see the dynamic diggers. Right. Oh, there's a wombat. Both wombats. No one is there. I have checked. Finally. And there's 2 of them, and there's 3 of them, and there's 4 of them. Oh, there you go. Hairy or naked? Invisible, apparently. And we are done. I just got to find the exit and find the shop and then find wherever that bus goes. This is a really nice place. It's a really nice place. There's a lot of places like this in Australia that are not zoos, but they're either wildlife parks or sanctuaries. And there's a lot of good stuff to see in those places. And they feel more, you know, authentic to Australia. So do zoos, but zoos have like a more of a range. Whereas these places are more focused on Australian wildlife. It's a good place, this. It's a good place. I don't know what I prefer, this sort of zoo. Both were good in their own way. I never got to visit Tasmania Zoo, you know, because I didn't feel I needed to, but I wonder how good that would have been. I'm pretty sure they have a decent amount of lions there too. I'm looking forward also to going to Darwin, because over there they have somewhere called Crocosaurus Cove, which is a zoo for crocodiles. Sounds pretty crazy. They got a thing there called Cage of Death, where you get in this glass box underneath the water and the croc comes up to you. Could be dangerous, but it sounds fun. There we go, mate. How you doing? We're all gathered here today. Adelaides and gentlemen, gather round for Adelaide v Geelong. They really eat a wide range of things. They got a full menu of foods to eat. It's currently 1:49, so about 4 hours ago I entered Adelaide Zoo. Hopefully getting back from this area is, well, it doesn't take long, hopefully. Hopefully. Found an extra area.
They don't eat. Oh wow. What's building? He's a little bit. Just going to have a wee drink, Yeah, it's fun, isn't it? It's got this silly idea of just eating. Yeah. It's nice to see them just drinking like that in bicycles.
Called Backyard for Wildlife. Is just before the exit, next to the shop. So when you come to the shop, go to the left instead of exiting, and then yeah, there's a shop right here. Literally, come down the exit. Shop is this way. You don't go in the shop. Go to the left. There's an extra bit. That's pretty cool. It's like unlocking a thing in a game. Let's see how long this bus takes and where exactly it goes. The last 823 departs 5:10. Okay, the last one, not the ones before. 865. Operate 5 minutes later. 866R. 504 and 604. That doesn't help. Where's the full schedule of the buses? Okay then. I am confused. So these are not part of the wildlife park. They're just wild, I guess. So I'll keep my distance. And I am, to be fair, just as the camera zooms in very far, as you can see. Bro, there's 2 buses all day, 3 buses all day. There's 3 buses all day. 10:40 a.m., 1:40 p.m., 5:10 p.m. It's past 2 o'clock now, so I missed the 1:40. Right. I mean, it kind of makes sense that there wouldn't be like a every 10-minute or even every half an hour bus service coming up here to the mountain. It does actually make a lot of sense. But I'm just sitting there like, they couldn't make it like every 1 or 2 hours at least? No? Free the entire day, okay. Surprisingly, there is an Uber driver who has agreed to come here. An Uber driver that was in the area, I believe, but was on the way back. But it's still like 8 miles away. But he accepted the job. So the Uber driver's now made a U-turn. He's coming back here. But it says 16 minutes. At least we're going to make it out. We're going to do, because we've got plenty of time, we might as well, because I know one of the Sandful ovals two of them are very far out. We're not going to see both of those two, because one's far north, one's far south. But we'll see the south one, because it's closer to us than the one that's further us up north. We're going to see the Hickenbotham oval. There's one in Geelong as well. The maps got confused. It's also called Domain Stadium. It is the home of the South Adelaide Panthers, so we shall visit them. And I think, because I want to visit Glenelg Beach at some point and the area of Glenelg, I might mix in that with the oval. There's no point in me going to Glenelg Oval, even though it's like 15 minutes walk away from the Glenelg Beach. So there's no point in me going, okay, let's go to Glenelg today, come back, and then we'll come back another day for the beach. It's just like I can do a 2-in-1. So I'll do that probably after the round is over. So we'll leave Glenelg till last, I think. But we'll do South Adelaide today. I don't know if we've got time any more after that, but we're doing South Adelaide today. So let's get straight over there. The Uber's like $66, so 30-something pounds. Not too bad, I guess, considering I'm making that journey just once. And for stuff like the ones like near the area, I can use public transport anyway. Even Glenelg, public transport. I think it's only really Central District that I really need an Uber as well. So yeah, we should be good. We should be good. I also like how they have a Richmond Oval as well, except the team that plays there has nothing to do with like Tigers or anything. It's not even called Richmond. They're just called, who plays there? I think it's West Adelaide Bloods, I think. So here we are, the Magain Stadium. We made it. 1 out of 10 on Sandful. Obviously, Adelaide Oval also counts. That the Crows played in the Sandful. So that's already going to get ticked off tonight anyway. Going to get 2 out of 10 at least ticked off today. But yeah, the Panthers, nice. Can we go in? Probably can't really do much. Shoes, the mighty shoes. Wine flies. There's some creative names. And some... How is that not copyrighted? What's going on? Oh, this is really cool. I'm not going to step onto the pitch. I don't know if I can. I assume I can. But I feel like I don't need to. You know? I like how you can just go in here. And everything's alright, you know? There's people here. No one's telling me to go away. No one's told me, oh, you can't come in here. That's pretty awesome. Apparently there's a 10k capacity. Does that include like all of that area there? Damn, my first Sandful stadium. I do actually I watch a bit of Sandful. I used to watch more than I do now, but I've always liked looking at the grounds by watching the highlights. I find it quite intriguing, you know. It's local and yet it's, you know, and the quality of football is good as well, so that also helps. But I find it really exciting to watch. it's just cool to be to witness a ground like this. One small step for man, one large step for a Davidoff. Brilliant. One stadium ticked off. Very nice indeed. We can do another one. So women's players get, I'm guessing they get sponsored, like one per player. Is that how it works? I don't know. That's cool. There's also a cafe and restaurant there. There are pizzas, burgers, stuff like that, which is pretty good. I'm not getting any food here. I've also got a massive headache, bro. Coming down from Mount Lofty, it went through these swirly roads, and there was this other swirly road where there was like some rich houses down there. But it was like this road going round and round. I hate roads like that. They make me so dizzy. Got a massive headache. By the time we got onto straight roads, I was done for. Even though we still had like a 20-minute drive left after that, I was just like, my head's still ringing from that, to be honest. Right, will we find an Uber from here? That is the question. There is an ATM there if I need a taxi, but there's no taxis here either. I've not brought any cash here. I've not brought any cash at all. So far I've not needed it, which is very good. There are a few Ubers in the area. The Uber that is picking me up is the same guy that just dropped me off here. This is going to be interesting. Oh, there's the guy just dropped off at the stadium. He's going to take me to another stadium? What's going on? I'm giving him business though. I gave him quite a good tip. That's probably why he's just been like, you know what, I want to accept this. Half an hour drive from here. It was 46 minutes to get here from Mount Lofty. There is public transport, but it's an hour and a half. And that's just a lot of time to waste when I got to get to the Oval later on. If I had a free day completely, I probably would have done it, to be fair. Like when I was planning trying to do all 10 one day, just public transport, and it actually could have worked. It's just a lot of time to put in. I had to like leave maybe like 7 a.m. or something, and then finish up like 5-6 p.m. It's just a lot. It's just long, innit? We have made it. Sorry, I'm tired. We have made it to Unli. Is it Unli or Unli? I don't know. We have made it to the home of the Sturt Double Blues. What's the story behind Double Blues? Why is it Double Blues? What's up with that? I know about Sturt. They got some good shirt colours. You know, they're a pretty good team as well. And I know one of my subscribers, Game Geek, is quite fond of this football club. But we're here, we're Sturt. The second most southern oval was actually Glenelg, but obviously, as I said, it's going to skip it. This is the next one. There are a lot of people here, and people wearing red shirts. And I'm thinking to myself, is there a game today, or like, what's going on? Because Sanford's on a buy round, so like, what's happening? Something tells me the Sydney Swans are training here. I wonder what gives me that idea. I had no idea about this. What could possibly make me think that the Sydney Swans would be here? What are the possible clues here? Well, I can't go onto this oval, but obviously I can still go in. Alright then. Well, I mean, they're not here. So what's the schedule? I'm confused. So I looked up gather round training sessions. Sydney are training at 4 o'clock. It's 3:59 right now, so it should be out pretty soon. Collingwood had a training session at 3:30, so they'll be having it right now. I was actually thinking to like hang around here for like a few minutes and then head to West Adelaide, Richmond Oval, and that's where Collingwood are training right now. And I had no idea, but I knew they'd be training somewhere, like all these teams, obviously, it makes sense. But I just didn't think about it, like, oh, they're using the Sandford stadiums. I didn't think about that. I should have thought about that a bit more. That actually makes a lot of sense. I didn't read through the whole list, but I went straight to Hawthorn, and it's on Saturday afternoon. I'm at Carlton West Coast, so like I think that game will overlap Hawthorn's training session, and we're training at the most northern stadium, Sandford Stadium, Central District. So yeah, I'm going to stick around here for a bit, watch some training. I don't think I'll have time to head up to West Adelaide anyway, but probably straight to the Adelaide Oval. Then we can check out West Adelaide tomorrow. Let me check who's training tomorrow actually, because there could be some grounds that we haven't visited yet that we can go into tomorrow. North Melbourne and Gold Coast both training early in Barossa, so I'm not doing that obviously. Not even going for games there, let alone training sessions. Norwood Oval tomorrow. Both the Bulldogs and the Brisbane Lions are training there. Bulldogs are at 11 a.m, Lions at 3 p.m. I am not watching both, and I'd probably rather watch the Lions train. Why don't I look this up? I should have thought about looking this up. I like the idea of watching AFL teams train. Melbourne also training tomorrow at West Adelaide, but it overlaps with Brisbane. So like, I think Melbourne start half an hour after Brisbane do. Yeah, we'll skip on that as well. I think I'll just do the Brisbane training session tomorrow, because I can't do any of Saturdays. And then Sundays, no one's gonna be training on Sundays. Those are the last games. It's 4:11. They still aren't here. I assume they come from that direction. I don't know. There's a nice mountain range in the background. Yeah, very good. Noise. Here we go. 15 minutes late. They better not be late to the game tomorrow. There's my guy right there, Mr. Isaac. I should say Mr. Heaney actually. Yeah, it used to be. Those are squally good last year. Look, I would love to get a photo of someone, you know, but there's a lot of people, mainly Sydney Swans fans, like 99% Sydney Swans fans. I've seen a couple like that are not, but do I want to push through Swans fans to get a photo of Swans players? It would be worth it if it's uni, but that's the place where it's most packed.
Can I choose an old mate? I mean, still a mate. Luke Parker. Played against him last week. A few battle scars from the weekend, but
Yeah, I tried it. I didn't try that hard, but I tried a little bit. I went there, there were like two people in front of me. I was that close, right? But then as soon as I looked behind me, there was so many people behind me. Like everyone just came up behind me. Everyone was trying to get a photo of Healy or a video or something. And there were so many kids there as well. There were at least 10, 15 kids there, just in that surrounding area where Healy's there. I'm just like, let them have their fun. All right, they're the Swans fans. I'm not even a Swans fan. I don't mind the Swans. Big fan of Heaney, But again, you know, he's their player, so I'll just be like, you know what, I'll be all right. I can live without getting a photo of Isaac Heaney. Would have been cool for the vlog though. I guess I put him in the thumbnail, you know. You know, I didn't technically meet him, but we were like a few meters away, you know. No, it counts. There's a good backdrop here. So public transport is free today and tomorrow from midday, and Saturday, Sunday all day, which is good for now because I thought, oh, maybe I could go to the West Adelaide Bloods Stadium. Then I thought to myself, from here to Adelaide Oval, it's one bus, it's 20 minutes. I don't have to pay for it. 13 stops, straight to Adelaide Oval. I'll go to the West Adelaide Stadium tomorrow, I guess. But I'm gonna try and get to that Brisbane Lions training session. So I'm gonna try and do a lot of stadiums in the morning. I'd probably go to Port Adelaide Stadium because they got like a restaurant up there, I'm pretty sure. So that'll be a good place for lunch. And I'll probably do the Bulldogs Central District. I'll do them. They're the most northern one, right? So I'll do them first tomorrow. And then we can do Port and then work our way down, I guess, this time. And I think by tomorrow we can at least have done 8, probably. Just thinking about it, because we're about to take off our third one right now at the Oval. So we could do 5 tomorrow. I think pretty easily we could do 5 tomorrow. Especially considering I'm not going anywhere in before. I'm not going into any like trips anywhere, no zoo trip or anything. The first thing I can do is go straight to a stadium. So we can do a lot tomorrow, I reckon. Because we're doing everything except Glenelg, really. So, you know, I think we can cover quite a lot, to be fair, quite a lot. Fantastic. I missed the bus. Yep. Next one then. The next one's in 4 minutes. The one after that, 37. At least you didn't miss that one. That looks quite nice. I'll eat that if I have time. Is that 3 churches next to each other? Is that what I'm seeing? 1, 2. I'm just assuming that's part of that. 1, 2. That's the church, right? No, it could be a home actually. That's the church. I mean, it is a city of churches. I shouldn't be surprised. Wow, that's quite the sight. There it is. Slowly creeping, slowly emerging behind these trees. I finally made it to the Adelaide Oval, my first time here, just in general. We made it. Another stadium is being ticked off. Again, it's just the SCG I need now to complete my little personal collection. But yeah, first time Adelaide Oval, man. This is something. This is special feeling. I got to get myself a crow's cap because that's what I'm going to be packing tonight. Obviously, I'm a hawk, so I'm not going to go, hey, let's go Geelong, am I? So, I like the crows as well. I quite like the crows as a club. So, yeah, I'm very much looking forward to today. And wow, what a stadium! It looks like from a distance, it looks a bit like a building. Some areas of it. It's a very classical stadium. It's got a unique vibe to it. Unreal, mate. I have to get one of those shirts. I'm in the south stand, around that way. Even the Brothers are ready. They're prepared just in case we get riots if Geelong win. Yep. What a sight. Davidoff is here at the Adelaide Oval. It is mesmerizing. It is beautiful. It is majestic. And I have made it. It's a day of first. First game at Adelaide Oval. First time at Adelaide Oval. First ever Crows game. First ever Geelong game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. First ever footy game in South Australia. That's number first. There we go. First AFL game I've attended since round 2 2024. There's another one. That's a bit of a cop out, that one. Again, it's just absolutely surreal. Absolutely surreal. It's amazing. It truly is incredible. What a sight.
They're surely somewhere by now.
Adelaide Oval, the other way. So I'm meant to meet a subscriber, Luke. So he tried to get me a ticket for this game. He couldn't get me the ticket because he couldn't transfer it there. Now he can. But I actually found a ticket. It went in the Pepsi Collective. They managed to, I guess, open up more spots, I guess. I don't know what happened really, but for some reason it was sold out and it wasn't. And I managed to get a ticket for this. But this guy Luke was trying to get me a ticket all this time, so I appreciate that from him. And I'm looking for him now. He said, he messaged me in Discord where he is. He said he'd be on the zebra, like messaged me from the zebra crossing. He said he's got a North scarf and a Geelong cap. Wait. A North scarf and a Geelong cap. Is that now? A cat's top. A cat's top and a kangaroo scarf. Is he trying to torment me with this? What's going on? That's like two of Hawthorn's biggest rivals. Where is he? I think I found him. You alright? How you doing?
Good.
Luke.
Yep, I've been watching for 6 years. First time meeting him, which is great.
Always comes to my streams to talk about the game.
Yep,
so.
I'm probably the only good person in his chats because everyone's bad in his
everyone's
chat.
just trolling.
Everyone's just trolling. I'm the only good one.
He's one of the few that always talks about the game on the stream.
Yeah,
so I appreciate that.
I've been watching since 2019 as well.
Yeah.
Been watching since the start of footy season in 2019, and I've loved watching his content.
Yeah. What do you think about the game today?
Well, with Tom Stewart a late ad, I think Geelong are no hope. So I'm going to go Crows by 30 points.
Good prediction.
Yep.
I appreciate your support, man. You're amazing.
Yeah.
So.
Thanks, David.
No problem.
Good Guernsey.
Oh wow. So I don't have a PO box, guys, if you don't know, because it costs money to get one. So this is like the equivalent, because Luke has got me some things. Like he might be my number one subscriber after this.
Well, 100 years Guernsey.
100 years Guernsey.
Which you'll wear against Richmond round 8.
Oh my days.
And look, other than that.
And he's got more. And he's got more.
100-year polo hoodie. If I can carry it.
It's like it's Christmas. It's come early. Well, I think I know what I'm wearing to the Port game on Sunday.
2XL, but hopefully that one.
Yeah, that should be fine. I can wear something a bit bigger.
And on the back.
Ah, yes. Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yep, and this is the sort
Yeah.
100-year Guernsey.
That's good. That shirt looks actually quite nice. And that's like Oh, we are ready. What hearing that is. I got my Crows cap ready for today. And this is an all-round great gather-round cap. There you go. Today I'm very much anti-Geelong, as you can see. But I apologise to Luke over here. He's from Geelong.
I offered it.
He's from Geelong. But obviously, you know, you bought the
I don't support Geelong, by the way.
Yeah?
I don't support Geelong, by the way.
Support North then?
Yeah, the North.
Okay. Still though, you don't like Hawthorn.
Yeah, I don't mind Hawthorn.
But at least we'll be anti-Geelong today. Got the Crows cap and the Hawks jumper. That'll be fun in the stands. Yep, it's going to be great. apparently waiting for someone. He's taking his time. He's taking his sweet time. And we're missing a light show. Oh, come on now.
Yes, I am there, Sammy. Hurry up. 5 minutes from the ground. What do you call this, sir?
Eddie Betts.
One of my favorite players. Yeah.
Eddie Betts, one of my favorite ever players. What a guy. The Pepsi can make pictures right there. And yeah, I'm waiting up here for a certain person to arrive. Still 25 minutes to the game, but I want to be there when the intros start, you know. I already missed the fireworks show. Come on, fella.
20 minutes to the game, there it is. Obviously the players come out, mate. Sammy G, man like Sammy G. Let's go.
What do you call this, mate?
Mate, it's been what? 2 years?
Yeah, 2 years, yeah.
I think so. What? 2022?
2022.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We got done with the police last night.
Did you actually?
No, we didn't.
Oh yeah, we did with the footy. That's right.
Me, him and Cardi kicked a football at Marble Stadium. The police stopped us.
Yeah, that's weird.
How are you, man? You good?
I'm good, man.
Prediction for today?
I'm gonna go Adelaide by 2 points.
Okay. It's unreserved seating, so I thought it was going to find a seat, but I found one. It's back row. Not too bad. Check out this view. Pretty good, right?
If you sit near where you come in, the doors, like that blocks some of the view, so I don't want to be like that. But yeah, it's unreserved from here all the way up to that end over there, level 3. Pretty cool, pretty damn cool.
Everyone else is doing one good way down. feels like way too low. Well, here. I'm actually here. I did still know something. 1, 2.
It's a bloody beautiful ground. Like a bloody beautiful ground.
Mind you, I don't mind, Hawaiian Hobbies is pretty good.
To be honest, I would love to do that. Cheers, man. Behind. That'd be a fun place to be at.
That was quick. What a goal.
Oh, Jim. Sorry, man. Sorry. What's your problem?
Good old, 10, 11 goals.
What's it? What's it?
chicken. First roll. Can you go this way, yeah? Stadium slice. Sounds like pizza. Fresh plate. Meal bar. That's fine, you got pizza here. Well, this takes a minute, right? Second course begun. There's the buffalo chicken, $17. Probably not worth $17. I'll eat it here, to be honest.
Great first quarter, high scoring, I like it. Second quarter, Adelaide started so well, scored 2 goals. I don't know why that was crazy just now. Geelong scored 3 goals from the umpires. Ridiculous.
Get it. Don't even give it any good. Just go, you know.
What a game so far. What a game so far. High scoring first quarter, high scoring second quarter. Let's hope that continues. I really want Geelong to lose though, so I'm not enjoying it as much as I probably could as a neutral. But yeah, what a game. Pros I think were better most of that quarter, but Geelong always found a way to get a goal or two back here and there, always staying in the game. At one point the Pros were 20 points ahead, which is a very good lead. Geelong scored back to 12 points now. They've got quite a few goals consecutively towards the end. Yeah, apart from that one controversial free kick early in the quarter for Geelong, they played very well. Both teams are playing well. It's high scoring, the game is fast paced, it's very back and forth. I'm very excited to see what happens in the second half. Hopefully the Pros win, but right now I don't know. Geelong is gradually burrowing their way into this game, and they're going to go behind now. So they start the second half well. It's anyone's game right now. What a game so far. Maybe the goals continue. But what I predict will happen is there'll be more goals in the third. The last one will be very low scoring. It'll be very tight. I feel like it's going to be close. I feel it's going to be close towards the end. But we'll see. So yeah, bring on the second half.
Some circumstances it's okay.
It's over. Not be joining that party. The last thing you need to do after a Geelong win is to be part of that party. We're the only one in the whole bloody section, or probably even stadium with a Hawthorn jumper on. This game, man. This game was something. It was a great game. It was a great game. Like, this is my first game at Adelaide Oval. The atmosphere delivered. The game delivered. The only thing that was wrong was the team I didn't like had to win. That's the only thing that was wrong. Geelong deserve it, I think, based on that second half. And even the end of the first half. I think that's probably where they won it, end of the first half, right? I can't remember how long was left in that half, but there was a point where the Crows were 30 points ahead. The Crows were 30 points ahead. Geelong were the ones who brought it down to 12 before half time. That was a key part of the game. Started the second half, they hit the ground running, scored a goal very early, and they set the tone for the second half. The Crows did well in certain parts, but nowhere near as good as the first half. But I think that was partly down to Geelong just doing really well, pressure-wise and other aspects. And in the last quarter, most of that last quarter, aside from like one Crows goal, I think, Geelong were all over them. Like for the first half of that last quarter, Geelong were all over Adelaide, and they got the goals they needed. And they got one more goal towards the end as well to make it even better. Just at the end of the game, there was like 4 or 5 minutes left. The Crows needed 2 goals and a behind to get level. it didn't really feel like they'd come back. They got it forward a few times, but Geelong looked very much in control. It didn't look like they conceded, at least not that many points in that amount of time. And they killed it off at the end with a goal with a minute left. So, yeah, great win for Geelong. Here I am in my Hawks jumper and my Crows cap. It was not enough, but what a game. High scoring. The first half was incredible. The first half was amazing to watch. Both teams scoring goals. It was back and forth. The atmosphere was amazing. It was pretty, I think, 50k people, pretty much a sellout. It was amazing to watch that. The only negative is Geelong winning, but it was, apart from that, it was like, also my first ever AFL game was Collingwood winning. I don't like Collingwood either. And I still appreciate that as a game, and I appreciate this game. It was a great quality game for the first time. Also, Adelaide Oval, I gotta say, this stadium is special. It's really special. Just thinking about it, it might be second to the MCG for me in terms of like what I've experienced live in person. I feel like this might be second to the MCG. The MCG is just the MCG. It's not just because it's the most popular AFL stadium, it's not just because it's the AFL stadium or the biggest. The MCG is just special when you go there. And my first time there, I'll never forget. It was incredible. Just when I stepped foot in that stadium. Just the vibe over there, it's unmatched. The MCG is unmatched. But look, I've been to the Gabba, I've been to Optus, I've seen my Hawks play in Tasmania, I've seen the Giants play at Giants Stadium, I've seen games at quite a few grounds. The Adelaide Oval might stand out for me. Like, it was special tonight, really, really special. The stadium looks amazing. And the atmosphere was great. I feel like everything was like really awesome. I love fan atmospheres, and I would have preferred to be down there, like level 1. Like I prefer to be near the action, closer to the action than I was. But I've got a great view, to be fair. No unreserved seats are a bit chaotic because obviously it's first come first serve, and I'm on my own. But thankfully, no one stole my seat, which is great. We'll see how it goes later. There were quite a few Geelong fans in the collective with us, which gives me confidence to wear my Hawk stuff at the Port game. Because I wasn't sure if I was going to, because I was just going to be like, am I going to be surrounded by Port fans? But it seems like, maybe I'll be alright. I'm sure there'll be enough Hawks in the section for me. But yeah, that was incredible, man. This incredible game. And this stadium is incredible. And I've got 4 more tickets. I got 4 more tickets this weekend to come back here. It's going to be awesome, man. It's going to be awesome. The only downside is really that I kind of wish Port were playing someone else. And we were playing someone else. I would have preferred that because I would have liked to have come here to cheer Port Adelaide. I think it would have been quite cool, actually. Never tear us apart before the game. And if they obviously won, their club song is actually really good. It would have been nice, but they're playing my Hawks. So I'm going to be against it. It just would have been nicer if they played someone else, but you can't have everything in life. I'm looking forward to that. Hopefully we can beat Port. We're on great form. They're not on great form. On paper we should win, but you never know. You never really know. I think most people thought Geelong would lose today, and look how well they did. So even though Port playing really badly, you never know. It can be quite unpredictable, footing. So we'll see how that goes down. But that was amazing, man. I had a great time, and thank you to Luke, especially. I have some amazing subscribers, man. This guy, he bought me Hawks, that Hawks 100-year Guernsey, and this, basically like an in-person PO box, I guess. Because some people will ask me, like, have you got a PO box? I'm just like, no, I got to pay for it. It's just like, it's not sustainable for me to have a PO box. I wouldn't get enough things in that. But this guy's giving me stuff in person, and it's just bloody amazing. So I appreciate that from Luke. Also great to see Sammy G again. Wanted to talk a bit more, but I was just like, I want to see the players come out, mate. This is my first gather round game. It's a Crows home game. I want to see the players come out. But he'll be at they'll both be at the game tomorrow, so I could meet them again. Possibly other subscribers too I could meet tomorrow and also this weekend. So we shall see about that. I need to get in contact with some people as well. I need to ask some people to meet up as well. There's a few people I want to meet. I've met plenty of subscribers already in both Melbourne and here and Perth. And I look forward to hopefully meeting more this weekend. So yeah, that's been great. I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I don't know how long this is. They always end up being longer than I think they will be. I always like try and aim to keep every vlog like a reasonable amount, but they're always longer than they should be. But you know, that's just I'm just enjoying the vlogs. You know, I'm enjoying life, and I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. And I certainly enjoyed myself today, apart from the ending of that. But yeah, that's all I got to say for now. There is still a big crowd, even though we're talking there a while. I thought maybe if I'm doing this video here, the crowd will disperse a bit. No, it's still very much packed. It's only a half an hour walk to where our hotel is. Because I could take a bus. There is a bus, but the amount of traffic, I don't know. This is your boy Davidoff. Please like, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day. And tomorrow, another vlog. Obviously, no zoo trip in the morning, but I do plan to visit Sandford Stadium. So hopefully we can do the other 6. No, we're done 3 now, but I want to leave Elgato. If we could do the other 6 tomorrow, that would be great. But at least 4 or 5 should be able to do. And then obviously Sydney Collingwood. I'm looking forward to that. Tomorrow I will buy a Swans cap and I'll barrack for them. So yeah. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and I'm gonna go and get through that somehow. Yeah. Oh my days. Well, goodbye guys.